In 1845, two of the most advanced ships of the British Empire, HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, set sail into the ocean. Their goal, to find the fabled Northwest Passage. On board were 129 hand-picked officers and men, led by the experienced Arctic explorer, Sir John Franklin. They were fully prepared for a long journey leaving the warm shores behind. The majestic ships sailed into the cold, uncharted waters of the Arctic, leaving civilization far in their wake. Soon, the towering wooden vessels found themselves surrounded by vast frozen ice fields. The silent and harsh polar wilderness began to close in. Inside the captain's cabin, warmth and order still remained. Maps, charts, and compasses guided their way through the frozen labyrinth, offering a false sense of security. Days turned into weeks, and the ships became completely locked in the impenetrable Arctic ice. The endless white landscape stretched as far as the eye could see. On one of the desolate, snowy shores, a lone pile of dark stones stands as a silent witness. Hidden between the rocks lies a fragile, aged piece of paper. A written record left behind by the crew. But what dark secrets did these frozen words hold about the expedition's fate? The ships were packed with thousands of tin cans, the modern technology of the time meant to keep the men fed for years. But a silent killer was hiding in their food. Poorly sealed cans leaked lead, slowly poisoning the crew and draining their strength.
As 1846 arrived, the summer thaw never came. The ships remained completely locked in the crushing, moving ice. Sickness spread in the freezing darkness. The men faced harsh winds, dropping temperatures, and a dwindling supply of fresh water. Tragedy struck first on Beechy Island. 3 young sailors passed away, leaving only simple wooden crosses as their memorial in the snow. Soon after, the expedition's leader, Sir John Franklin himself, died in the ice. Morale among the stranded crew began to collapse. Command fell to Captain Francis Crozier. He realized they were facing a fight for survival, with no rescue ships in sight. The Arctic was slowly claiming its victims, and the worst was yet to come. What desperate choices would the remaining men have to make?
In April 1848, the survivors made the ultimate, desperate choice. They abandoned their ships, hoping to reach the back river on foot. They dragged heavy lifeboats loaded with supplies across the jagged ice. But instead of food, the boats were filled with useless luxuries, like silver cutlery. Sickness, starvation, and the bitter cold took hold. The men began to discard their belongings, leaving a trail of history scattered across the frozen tundra. Witness accounts from local Inuit later spoke of seeing starving men walking the ice. They were no longer the proud British crew. They were shells of themselves. One by one, they fell. The march became a walk into eternity. No map could save them, and no rescue party could reach them in time. The Arctic swallowed them whole. For over a century, their final resting place remained the world's most guarded secret.